while you listen and hang out, be sure you hit that like button for us and subscribe to the channel if you're new so we can see you again. All right, so today I'm draining water like we've been trying to do. So the next step is to take apart the back of the trailer. But that's not what I came out here to do, is hang out with you guys and really just take some time to hang out with you guys and let you know today is David's birthday, and we have seen the loss, the remembering, the missing, and we just are on today where I've taken a day to just honor his birthday. So David, we miss you. We pray for your spirit, and those we have lost and those we don't see anymore have passed away. We always try to recognize them, and I appreciate their lives, no matter what their lives look like. All right, so how are you? And what are you doing this Memorial Day weekend? Hey, TDC, good to see you. Hey, Joey, good to see you. How's everyone doing this Memorial Day weekend? Hi, welcome to the channel. Be sure you hit that like button as you join us. Hey, Doug, I'm opening a gift from Doug today. Finally finished the darn fence. TDC, oh my gosh, really? Kareem, hello, welcome to the channel. How is Pennsylvania? Is it raining today? Did the whole acres of fence? Did you? 10 acres. It's a lot. I hear somebody. Let me go to see what I'm hearing here. I don't really think this AC is yeah, it's on, but it's barely kicking. All right, so let me think here. I've got my hose hooked up. I'm going to drain water while I talk to you guys, and then I'll be spending some time with my pets and possibly gaming to honor David in the gaming, because it's been a while since I've been over, I think 30 days since I've been on the gaming, so that's crazy. I never do that. Haley, good to see you. Judy, hi. Judy broke her femur bone. Oh, ouch. How'd you do that? I'm so sorry to hear that. When did you do that? Okay, let's get this water flowing. So let me make sure my nozzle's on. I better keep it in. Oh, no, I can't keep it in my hand. The power button's over there. Will you hit it for me? Off. Oh, I don't know right now. I have no idea if it's on or not. Oh, yeah, here it is. It says it right on the handle. Oh, gosh, you guys, it's so hot here in Texas. We're talking, it is like 99 degrees. Make sure water and everything looks good. What we're doing is making sure my little quick disconnect, which is so cool, is working and not leaking. Okay, so check this out. Did you see me? Did you see me over there watering grass? Sweatshirt weather in Pennsylvania? Oh, not in here. Okay, so wait a minute. Wait. Shouldn't I be watching to see how much water is leaving my tank, or I won't know how far out we are? Okay, might as well turn off the AC if that's the point. Hold on. Okay, come with me. I'm gonna try to keep privacy with my neighbors, so let's just slip ourselves over to the backside. So I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you this. Like right here, look how long my hose is. If you, just so you know, you should have a 50-foot hose. 50-foot hose. If you hang out, I'll sit down here and get bit by some mosquitoes while we wait for this jug to go down. See? All right, and I'm not gonna take this apart tonight, I don't think. I am excited to do it, but I wanna start working on it. Why is this struggling a little bit? See how it... I'm just looking, that's all. Okay. So how are you guys doing? And what are you doing this weekend? All right, let me see if I can bring you guys closer here. Why? We wish it would get warmer here. It's in the 60s. Look how much tan I got, man. Hi, TC Bear. Good to see you. Grandma Shell, good to see you. It's chilly in Maryland, too. What is going on with you guys over there? You just get ready. When it goes your direction, it's going to be insane. Don't let me forget about this water over here. It's almost done. I don't think there will be much swimming in the pools on the East Coast this weekend. Ooh, no, not if you're wearing a sweatshirt. I just looked over there and this guy's lights are in my eyeballs. He's about to pass me right now. And now I can't see what you guys are saying. I'm doing the last section of the fence as we speak. It's like 76 degrees. Oh, yeah, I think that's good weather to do a fence. Get some treats for your pet. Okay, Nightbot, thank you. Oh, ooh, okay, I'm leaning back now. Looks like it's sucking air in the water, Dede. That's not okay, right? So hold on, let's take a look here. You're right, so that's what I was like, oh. So this sucks the water from, that's a lot of, that's far to suck, you know what I mean? Down there. And maybe, I don't know how you can control the air issue. I don't know anything about that stuff. I didn't install it. I will be fixing it or whatever. But, and then there's a hole here. If I had a hole here that had no cover, would that make it a problem? Because I was thinking about doing a hole here with a cover so I could take it out and actually open the gate and open my back and just pour water here instead of using this contraption, which is really fun but sticky on the outside. This lever right here. This lever has gotten dirty and sticky. Look how nasty that looks. That's disgusting. It's really sticky from sun damage, and it's new. It's like, oh, it's not new. It's 5 years old, I think, 4 years old. That doesn't seem right, though. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of air in there. I don't know what's right and what's wrong. I'm just seeing, like, that's a lot of air going through there. So that's probably what's making that sound. Yes, I am watering the yards as we speak. All right, let's get back here. We're chilling here. So, oh, by the way, maybe I should do something else. I got a gift from Doug, and when the tank gets low, that's how it sounds. No, that's how it always sounds for me. Looks like a loose fitting is the tube all the way down in the water. Well, see, the tube is accessing the hole and the water is up here, so it's in the water. You know what I mean? I wonder if it's better off to do a tube over on this side, just really close to the pump instead of running this whole line all the way down. I don't know. I've never done this before. Get some treats. Okay, Nightbot. Hi, Grandma Shell. TDC says, preferably a cover so nothing gets out. Yeah, TDC, preferably a cover. TDC said, gets hot when you work. I'm not going to eat dinner till I finish since I'm almost done. Yeah, once you stop and eat dinner, it's almost like we become a potato sometimes, depending on what we're eating. Hi, Janelle. Good to see you. Welcome. Be sure to hit that like button for us. Okay, I've caught up. It doesn't sound right? The sound or just the hookup? I'll have to do research to start over, to be honest, if I'm going to change all that. But the placement of the tank when I get done, it might, what I have in my mind, this tank might not work if I do it the way I'm thinking in my head. So I have some things to think about. Any shear recommendations? I need a 10-inch shear, Llama Man. Depends on your budget. And I don't carry 10-inch shears. It's most clients that I have won't buy that. They won't spend the money. And I don't recommend going cheap if you're going to go that long. But be sure you know that I would personally only use a 10-inch shear on long parts of the body, not, let's say, on a dog's face. Okay, we're almost done. Does that make sense? Like my dog's legs are really long, so I would use the longest pair of scissors I have. And when they're really long body parts and long legs and stuff like that, then be really careful as well. The pump, it may not be able to pull the water up. The RVs are below the tank as far as I know. That guy came really, really close to my van. Hold on a second. Oh, I know, I got you. I'm over here. I'm ready to go grab my gun. It's a DoorDash, and he and someone else, that's a good thing, DoorDashers having partners. It's kind of cool because, cool and not cool. You could be codependent. That means you can't even be separated from your partner, or you can actually work with your partner or friend or family member while you do DoorDash. But he came out, the passenger got out. But I would never, if you're a DoorDasher, don't pull in the middle of the road like this guy did and just stop. Like, he's putting his car in a dangerous situation. But he saw me sitting here and he came up real close and not really realizing my back tail is down, and their windows are down. But he came towards me and I said, no, I didn't order mi cocina. My neighbors did. Hold on a second. I was like, nope. I didn't want him to come over and say anything to, I always think about people's safety. Should be thinking about my own safety. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, we're almost there, see? Oh man, this is getting real. It's still heavy, dude. That is really still heavy. These are actually warmers that we are wired them, but I should try them before I do this other thing. I should see if these work. But do you see how this tank is warped here? When it gets full, it pops out, and then it pushes in, especially with the Texas heat. Even if the water's probably 68 degrees. But as we get into more days of 100 degrees, this ends up being like a 78 degree water all the time. So if you see this, oh, it was two guys doing DoorDash. Just saying. So you've got to be careful. You never know. But yeah, I'm always thinking about all that stuff. I watch a lot of this law and crime. Do you guys watch law and crime as well on YouTube? Okay, we're almost where, I got to empty it all, so we'll get it down there just at the tube, at the PVC pipe. Hand trim. I'm only going to use it for the legs and body on hamstring cuts. Okay, Llama Man. Well, I'm not sure what that means, but I don't carry 10-inch scissors because I rarely sell them. But if you were to buy them, I would probably go with a very, very expensive brand. And just know that if you go pretty expensive, $350 for a pair or higher, then they should be so sharp they can cut your bones. So just know that they could cut an animal's bones. Careful, Dede, don't get kidnapped. Thank you for your concern. TDC, I always have a pocket knife on me because the area I live in isn't that safe. I'm so sorry you live in an environment like that. I think the entire world is that way. We never know who our neighbors are because we don't talk to our neighbors. And even if we did talk to our neighbors, would you run around saying you have a crazy neighbor? I hope not, because then you just be aware. After the fence, I need to clean and fix a camper with my dad. Tonight, TDC, oh, TDC! Does it spray water and air when you're washing the dogs? It sprays full on water, Doug. I love watching crime videos. Me too. TDC definitely had a busy day. Doug, yeah, but I enjoy doing projects. It's fun. That's awesome. So TDC is a young man, so that we love hearing stuff like this from a young man. 10 acres though? Dang, that's what I need. I need some, I say that, but I'm not gonna fence in 10 acres by myself. That'll take me a year. Could you guys see me fencing in 10 acres by myself, dude? Oh my gosh. Okay, come with me real quick. I'm gonna bring you guys in here and I'm gonna let you go here in just a few minutes. I'm gonna open this present with you guys. I think it's perfect timing. And my phone is so hot, it's mirroring the 80 degrees right now that we have. Start watering everybody's lawn out of my grooming trailer. Decided that this would be a good thing to do here for my friends and neighbors and all that good stuff. And I've stretched my cord out. I probably don't think it'll stretch back all the way up and stick in my trailer to groom dogs. That sucker's stretched out to 100 feet now. I hope and pray it actually goes back down because it's going to be really long if I don't get this taken care of. How am I supposed to? Oh. All right. This hose better squish. What? How did? Oh wait, because I turned this off. This hose better squish back up. That's why it's a coil hose. It better squish back up to a very small hose over here. Better not act stupid and hey, it better not become a very long hose or we are gonna have a problem in here. You better squish back up, buddy boy. Listen, you better get right back down to something more manageable. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? That sucker to groom a dog in this space, it's wrapped around my inside of my trailer. Oh yeah, Dede's grooming and lawn watering service. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. The lawn watering services. All right, look, so, you know, I gotta be honest, maybe like a little bit in my world, I really do still acknowledge David, Betty, my friend Titania, my mom. My mom wasn't on my YouTube channel a lot, but in my world alone, I honor them all the time. I actually talk to my mom all the time. I've talked to David a lot, every day. And today my living room light was blinking. She's like, brr, brr, brr. Like, I was like, oh, you know? And then I went and put a piece of wood on top of something and I walked, it was off. And I was like, why would this be off? So I went and put it back because we got a storm coming tomorrow, so I'm trying to put things where they need to be. And I come back to my patio and boom, it's like boom, it's like someone threw it back down on the ground. And I'm like, oh, I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave that right there then, right? So I constantly have these signs everywhere, and I try to on my Snapchat, and then I've loaded, hi Natalie, I've loaded a lot of small little shorts for you guys to see through over the last 2 years. I say a year and 8 months or so. But when it comes to today, so today it would have been David's birthday. If he was alive, today would be his birthday. And so, of course, we used to go like this. Mine was in the beginning of May. His was in the middle of May, towards the end of May. And so we would always celebrate in the middle of May, on the 14th. We would do this little celebration and do our own thing in the middle. We wouldn't celebrate on my day. We wouldn't celebrate on his day. We would celebrate on the 14th. It was the silliest thing, but it was something that we did so that we can just, and then we would take 1 week off, you know. And sometimes I would always work on our vacations, but try not to do that if you go on vacation with your family. Try to put everything down. I know that now. If you are filming, like I try to bring you along, like as a content creator, if you're always there, how do you not do that? And so it's been really hard for me to accept the fact that I really want to give the younger individuals in my family my time. Where the kids in my family, I want to give them my time, especially my siblings, you know. And if you have siblings, if you have nieces and nephews like I do, then this might be an example of like, just say, hey, you know, wow, I work really hard. I am a content creator. I'm constantly filming everything. I get that as a little joke all the time. Like, she's always filming something, right? And I took you guys live for so many years. I know nothing else, you know, as far as how that is every day. And then going through the losses with you by my side, how do I not continue to be a content creator? You can't. You have to just do what you know. But I have to say, I've changed the way I work. I don't overwork like I used to. I might edit, I might groom, but I don't edit and groom and everything like I used to. I really am evolving into someone that really is seeing the world and also caring for myself and still caring for you. Just not doing an 18-hour workday anymore like I was. And I don't know if you guys remember when I had those puppies, and I still have enough of them that some of them could be adopted still. I was so overwhelmed having the puppies, taking care of them, training them, working, grooming, filming, all that during that almost a year and a half with the puppies was so overwhelming. It could break somebody, and including having the losses of those I loved intermixed with all that. But I know God sent me that duty because I am such an 18-hour hard worker that I could not get through. I had nothing to do. TDC, I wish you could too. Talk to your parents, please. She is still available. She needs somebody with understanding because she looks at things like, what is that? But she is an extreme lover, and all she wants is to sit on your lap, love you, sleep with you, hang out with you. So we're honoring today's David's birthday, and we're honoring that. And how cool is it that I picked up a gift from Doug yesterday, and I had to peek and make sure it wasn't broken because Doug said, I told him I could hear something clinking around in there, and he said, well, I hope it's not broken. So I took a peek, not all the way, but I took a decent peek, and I was like, yeah, okay, I took a decent peek, and I need to show you guys and open this with you. So thank you so much for your gifts. Some of you sent me gifts, and I appreciate your gifts and your time and your love, and thank you for being fans of mine. I want to say this as we go on to looking at these gifts. I got another gift from someone else too. I want to say, if I didn't open up your gift online, it wasn't intentional. It was in the middle of traveling or leaving, and I didn't get a chance to do that. So some of these gifts I'm opening now, and so don't ever take that personal. I do appreciate your gifts, no matter if they're opened online or not. But since the last time we went live, did my package not ship to you? TDC. My dad does. My mom doesn't want a dog. Oh, I see what you mean. Sometimes you just have to show up with one and they jump on her lap and then they accept it. So sometimes it can be like that. But you don't want to piss somebody off. It took me days, right? I've been busy every day, but it has taken me days to really get back in the trailer and empty that water, because that was the next step. Every day I would look and it would be super hot. Every day it would be like, okay, where's the sun at now? And towards the end of the day, it would be on the back of the trailer. And I'm like, dang, it's on the back of the trailer. That means pulling everything out right now would make me like so hot, right? And so irritated. But I have to bring this up because this is so true, and maybe it can be of value to you. So just one thing. My friend told me, just do one thing today. And I'll do one thing. And that one thing I did leads to another thing. And then sometimes that other thing leads to another thing. And it's so silly. It's the simplest thing. Just one thing. And my friend told me that because his therapist told him that. Just do one thing. So if you're in a place where I was, where you're tired, you don't want to get up anymore, you don't feel the same anymore, you're lost a little bit, thank you Nightbot, you are disengaged, you are renewing yourself, you're rebirthing yourself, you're relearning yourself, you are lost, you're depressed, you are lonely, or you think you're lonely, because sometimes your loneliness gets conflicted with other things that you feel. What if you don't know where to go from where you're at now? What if you're down on your knees now, but you're not sure if you should go up or continue going down? And I'll just say, if you just do one thing, like not two, but one, just one thing. So here's an example. I'm not depressed, but I am overwhelmed with what I know I need to do with the trailer. So I thought, I'm just going to do one thing with the trailer this evening. And then that led to, well, I'm going to also film while I am doing the trailer. And then guess what? Well, that will also mean I would need to go ahead and acknowledge and open the gift online that I got from Doug yesterday. And so I was like, well, that's already 3 things. So when you go through a loss, a death, a breakup, a heartbreak, a heartache, losing a friend, losing a family member, no one's around, your children are not being nice to you, your parents aren't being nice to you, you don't want to get out of bed, school's done, you're not sure what you should do for the summer, you're bored, you don't have a job, you need to change jobs, you're miserable, you've been under trauma, anything with trauma, you feel ill, you don't feel good, if all these life problems that everybody could touch base with and know. If you have any of that, when you wake up, I don't care if you try to force yourself to sleep all day, you could also add in like, okay, I need to try to get up at 8 a.m. I'll set my alarm for 8, 8:30, and 9 a.m. and I'll try to get up early. And even if I just get up just so I can have a piece of cheesecake. And you did one thing. You got up to have cheesecake. And when you have cheesecake, then you got to wash the dish. Then you wash the dish and you're like, oh, okay, I want to take a shower. Okay, you take a shower. Okay, you crawl back into bed. Well, you did one thing that day. So for me, it was like, I've been busy all day, don't get me wrong. But there was a place and a time I had that in my head. I couldn't do it. I had, at the time, 16 dogs to take care of when everyone passed away. When David, his birthday's today, passed away, I had 16 dogs to take care of and a cat. And and I was living at home and going back and forth, and I had a place to rest at my salon. So I would be there, and I had to come back here, and I had to go back there, and all day long, all day. And it was some of the hardest working I've ever done in my life for hardly any compensation, because taking care of animals isn't always compensated. And if I didn't have that, even if it drove me into debt that you can't fathom, if I didn't have that, I would have probably not gotten up, especially after David passed. And then my mom passed, and I don't think I would have gotten up for nothing after that. I would have gone through the motions that I did go through to be there for my family who flew in, the funeral, all that stuff. But as soon as my family left, which they all left, I think I would have just stayed in bed. And so this is coming from a place of experience that I could not stay in bed. I had to roll out no matter how much pain I was in and go feed dogs, walk dogs. I would get there and I would cry. I would hold Gray and rub my hands through his head and close my eyes and feel like I was hugging David. I would hold Hot Pink. I would teach Blue to jump up on the spiral cord holder, cable roll, the wood one. Teach her how to jump down. I taught her how to jump in my arms. I would do all these things because I could not just stay in bed. And I really, 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 really wanted to just stay in bed, but I couldn't. I had animals relying on me. They need to be fed. They need to be cleaned up after. You clean up 16 dogs' poop because you were late, you will do that once and you will never do that again. You would rather get no sleep than to be late on a cleanup, because I'll tell you what, 16 dogs' poop, trays, rolling the cages in and out, feeding them at the same time, entertaining them, keeping them quiet and happy is so hard. It's so hard. And then still asking, can you please adopt a dog? Can you please come help? Can I get volunteers? And really not getting a lot of people helping. Some came through, but in 2 years, it's like, wow, 6 people helped me. Like, what is going on with our community? You know, I was really torn, broken, but I kept pushing. So I want to remind you one thing. And some days, that is something I have to remind myself. And I'm like, Dede, you already did 16 things. Do you really need to remind yourself to do one? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I need to do one more thing. Like this trailer. Let's talk about this trailer as being this project. Not the 20 projects I did today, but like this project. So it's like we talked Thursday, or I think it was Thursday. Yeah, it wasn't Friday. We talked Thursday and I was like, yeah, I came out, I was like, man, it's hot. I was like, yep, it's like an oven in here. Even if the AC's kicking during the day and the sun's overhead, this is a tin can, like a microwave. This is so hot. Hi, Janet. This is so hot. So you have to be careful. Even grooming, I try to get my morning grooms done in the morning, because at 2 o'clock, between 12 and 2, and the hottest part of the day is 4, that means between 12 and 4, it's so hot in here, me and the dog are both sweating. Even with the AC on my head, it's because it's 100 degrees and I'm in a metal box. So I know that I was planning to do this, but this little project, next day passes. Tomorrow will be 3 days. I'm like, no. We can't do that without, let's talk about it. So one thing. So let's just look at this small project, which might take a few days, especially if I have to order parts. Just look at this project, not the cooking, taking care of dogs, feeding, doing laundry, dishes, groceries, eating for myself, running around, buying stuff because it's Memorial Day, buying tools I need for this project. But let's just talk about this project right here. If I don't do one thing on the project every day, then I'll get really behind. So if you have this kind of thing going on in your world, I just say, any kind of thing, laziness, tired, the type of food you eat, and being sucked into a television could all cause you to just not want to go step outside. Remember, my boundary thing, I'm jumping up and down. That thing, I jump on it every day. If I do take a break, it's because I jumped the day before. But I never take 2 days a break. Maybe I'm really, really, really busy. I've been doing this and stuff. The day I was ripping all this out, I didn't jump that day, I don't think. But it's in my living room. I walk by it. How can you walk by something that you need to exercise but not touch it? You got to touch it every day. So imagine if you have something like this in your life, please know, just try one thing every day. Just plan one thing every day. Aunt B, thank you so much for your hugs and thanks for being out there. Janet, thanks for saying you are an inspiration to me. Doug, I saw that you said also she is a very crazy, tough time for you. That was yes, it was very crazy. You were sometimes a friend to talk to on the way home, so thank you for that. There's many of you that were there for me, that have been there for me through all of those things, and I thank you for that. You know who you are. No, I just got notification that it got lost in shipping and cannot be recovered. Oh, did my package not ship to you? TDC, I'm thinking you're joking, like you didn't send a package. I don't really know that you sent a package. Nally, thanks for the heart. All right, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Let me see here. I thought I saw something. You still kept going, and you still can. Keep going, Dede. We are all here for you when you need it. Thank you, TDC. All right, so let's go with this first gift that I got. It had no, let me see here. Female. Okay. It had no note in it, but I do like it. I would wear it. It's an extra large, and that's fine. It says, literally, when God made me, he grinned and said, this'll be fun. If you sent this, better let me know you sent me this shirt. This is funny. This is super funny. This is super funny. Thank you for my shirt. I have no idea who sent it to me, but thank you for it. Yes, and I do agree. When God made me, he was like, oh yeah, this is going to be okay. Okay, I don't want to put it down and get it dusty, but I do have to open this box that I already pre-opened so I wouldn't be here struggling. So you've got to admit, I love when Doug sends me stuff, and I have actually copied him and done this kind of thing to some of y'all's boxes out there. So inside the box it says smile, you're special, with the big smiley face down there. And hey, take note, this is a really great idea. So when you open your box, sometimes you'll see a thing that says you're amazing in the front, like I'll write that. And right there it says you're amazing down there in the inside bottom. Do you see it right here? You're amazing. And it says, Miss Croy, love Doug, happy birthday. That is hilariously fun. I mean, happy birthday. Aw, love Carson. Aw, tell Carson I miss him. I have my Fortnite booting up right now. So this was in. And this is what I heard in the box. And I had to drive around looking for this box for like a day. I say that, it took like an hour. I have never known someone to pack a package this way with this really cool gift in it that didn't break. This is glass. This is how he packed it. He put this in this paper like this, and that was it. And it came in that box. And where's Joey? Is he not lucky? Wow. And so today was, it could have been last night, but I just checked it last night. But in honor of today, I am so ecstatic that this is the gift I got today. This is super, super cool. Look at that. That is so cool to be able to open this up today and share this with y'all. Thank you so much, Doug. This is super cool. And I think he buys some of these things. I love these bags. I have them all still. I pretty much have them all still. The small ones I hang on my Christmas tree. There's one more gift in here. I think he shops from a local artist, because I have a lot of his gifts are like this. I want to say this. I like it. It's something local from somewhere special that someone handmade and put together, welded or whatever they did. Try to find that in your local area, in your neighborhood. Try to find a local. It was specially made for you. I felt that. I feel that when I opened these gifts. And so this is, and my favorite color is blue. So look at this. Is that not so cool? And there is a hook right here. And I decided that this would be an awesome necklace that I could wear. I'm just kidding, but I did laugh about that. I was like, I need to get a necklace, put that on a necklace and be walking around. Because I do love to do those skits. I'll be like, yeah, this is my new thing. Look how big it is. It's huge. It's huge. This is really pretty. It's really, really, really pretty. That is so cool. That is so cool. Thank you so much, Doug. Wow. That is so cool. So I am so grateful for your gifts. And I have in my head, I did not open a gift that I got from Spirit Angel. It was like right before I was flying. It was the day I flew out, actually. So I didn't get to film it. But Spirit Angel sent me some presents as well right before my real birthday, which is 20 days ago or so. Thank you so much for my gift, Spirit Angel, as well. Thank you so much. Doug says a very famous tinsmith made that. Her daughter does the stained glass. I think they do marvelous work. And in the comments below, you are so welcome to share it so that maybe she can get some shoppers from my feed. Pookie Puppy, welcome to the channel. Miss you, love you. Thanks you guys for hitting that like button. I know I told you earlier that my phone is already 100 degrees right now. Pookie, did you send me this by chance? Because I know you love sending me shirts. Did you send me this, Pookie? Okay, I just thought I'd throw that out there. There was no name with it. And hi, Laura. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hitting that like button. I saw Janice say something. Well, honestly, I'm having something stay in bed. TDC. Oh, Janet says, how you're doing, going so okay. I can't understand that. He is a great example of a no-quit attitude. Absolutely. Janet, thank you so much. Sent my favorite groomer gift memberships. Yahoo! So Marsha just received a membership from Janet Clymer. Thank you, Janet, for gifting Marsha a membership gift. Marsha's been blessed. I think she's gotten 2 or 3 membership gifts over the last year. God bless you. God bless you, Janet. Thank you for doing that. Thank you all for taking the time to be here with me and honoring this is David's birthday, and also hanging out and doing some other stuff earlier. If you just got here, be sure you go check it out. But these 2 gifts, thank you so much, Doug, for taking the time to have these made for me. And I don't think you should ever wrap glass like that. You are so lucky. You are this is what I heard. I was like, oh, and then this could have broke off, man. That welding must be really good in there. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. I hate to push 2 things into the same weekend, but it is true. Tomorrow is 2 years since Betty's passing. 2 years tomorrow since Betty's passing. 2 years. I do want to say this as well. You didn't send the shirt, so I'm still trying to figure out. Love y'all. My son is coming tonight for 2 weeks. Woo! Safe travels to your son. That's awesome. I want to say this. Forever, I'm not going to go live on every death day, on every birthday of David's, on every I'm not going to go live. I will never forget those days. I will decide to choose to acknowledge them and talk about it out loud on my own pace. Everyone can choose how to grieve on their own, in their own pace, without judgment. If you want to judge anybody, go ahead. But the person living it, walking it, can do as they please. That's the healthiest for that person. Whether they move on quick or whether they don't move on quick. However they want to transition into what goes on after losing someone you love, no matter what the history was, they will do it all on their own, at their own time. You can't force them to go faster. You can't force them to forget. You can't try to get them to stop remembering. But I know that the reason I also went live today was because today will not look the same next year. And the next, and the next, and the next. It will not. I told myself, Dede, you are acknowledging David's birthday today within myself. And with friends and family, I am acknowledging it. I have a power pack right here next to me, ready, of people that are like, call me if you need me. Call me if you need me. I talked to them last night. Call me if you need me. I'm here for you. And I'm like, no, I think I'm handling it well. But I wanted you here because you were there for everything that went down. For most everything that went down, you were there. You were there for my tears, my sweat, my movement, my changes. You were there. And so I'm here with you to share this. But next year, I'm going to be a different person. I'm going to have grown. I'm going to have changed. Next week, I'm going to have changed. So I want you to know I went live today to honor this because I know that as time passes, it will start to look different. Not that it's bad or good, but today is today, and I want that recognized. But next year might look different. Remember, there was a time right after everything, every month I had days. Mom's death day, Betty's death day, David's death day, David's birthday, my birthday. Every month I saw those dates on my calendar. Guess what I had to do? I had to delete them. I had to go. I was like, repeat monthly, so I wouldn't forget. And I gotta say, I had like 2 or 3 months later, I was like, no. I'm taking that. I gotta delete those dates because every month I was crying nonstop on those days, and it was so. I've learned a lot. I learned a lot. Like if you end up crying in the morning, you're gonna have a heaviness about you all day. If you cry in the middle of your day, I mean, not just tears, a little bit like a couple tears where you're holding back, but you like sobbing like I was, you are literally gonna be crying and feeling so heavy all day. And I was like, I cannot every month repeat the 19th, the 9th, you know what I mean? All these dates were like, mom died on this day like 2 months ago. Mom died on this day 3 months ago. Mom died on this day 4 months ago. Every month was so hard. It was so hard. And I had to remove those dates on a monthly basis because my mom didn't die every month, right? Your mom doesn't die every month on one day. She died on one day, January 19th, January 9th. She died on one day. She didn't die on every day of the year, right? So don't do that to yourself. For me, I did do that to myself. I was like, you're not going to forget. I don't want you to forget, Dede. M. Cheryl, thank you. Watch the whole video, watch the whole live. There's a lot more here, but this is our closing, my closing to you. So this might be misconstrued because you just showed up. But thank you, Doug, for timing someone out. Be kind. If you don't feel like you want to be kind, we'll just get you off the channel. So there's a place for you. It's just not here. If you are going through that kind of loss and you want to be reminded next month, write it down. But if you recognize this is very overwhelming to cry every day. Good night, TDC. Thanks for your time. Tell your dad and mom. I love you guys. It's okay not to celebrate in a sad way a day of death every single month after someone passes that you love. And I'm just going to tell you, it's okay. And you do what you need to do, but hopefully you grow and learn in your hurt. And maybe even so, you'll actually get closer to God in all of it as well, because that's the safest place for you to be. MP, thanks for joining. I'll see you on the live on Fortnite. Love you guys. Thanks so much for sharing my life with me, my grooming, which is where this all started, and sharing these aggressive dog grooms. Yes, it would get depressing after a while. Yes, it does. And it does get depressing. You ask your friend who had someone die if you want them to tell you every time that day comes up, hey, I know it's getting close to that day. I'm sorry for your loss. Hey, I know it's like the 19th of this month. I know you're thinking about the 19th. Hey, I know it's the 9th. I know you're thinking about the 9th. Ask your friend, do you want me to remind you every month? And the answer might be no. But if you don't know and you're just sending these messages out, maybe they're recovering and trying not to cry all the time. Maybe they don't want, maybe they already know the date and they're actually trying not to recognize it as a death day, because if my mom died in January, she did not die in February. She also did not die in March. She didn't die in December. She died in January. So yeah, next year, January, you're dang right. On that day, I'm probably gonna cry a little bit. I'm probably gonna light a candle. I mean, do whatever I need to do to heal and repair. But there are people that sometimes are not doing it out of kindness. They're doing it out of like, let me remind you that you had deaths in your life, and that's okay. That's on them. But sometimes people need space and they need to grieve, and that's okay too. But you don't know unless you ask. So you can say, I'm going to remember the 19th for the rest of my life for you. Would you like me to also remember the 19th with you? I can text you, and my answer would be no, I'm okay. I'm okay. If I call it out like, hey, you guys, I want to do a remembrance of David Day, great, let's go. But I probably don't need someone to constantly remind me of who I've lost, because it is painful. It is painful. I'm sure if I said, hey, Doug, your wife passed tomorrow, I'm sorry for your loss, every month, every time, I don't know if Doug would love that as he tries to recover, heal himself. Of course, he'll never forget. They're never going to forget. But if you just need someone else to think that you didn't forget, you can say, I will not forget. If you need me to help you through that, I'm here. But I don't need to tell you every month that your mom died, All right, MP, I'll see you later. TDC, good night. Janet, I'm so glad you needed this, because I have no idea outside of myself that I hope this is for someone else. And so I needed to hear that. Thank you for needing this. Which part of it impacted you the most? Please comment down below if you don't get it onto the live chat before I close up shop. And that is the color of my smock, and it is dark outside. That's how many minutes we've hung out right now. But I love you all so much. You've shared so much with me. And I have been watching Losing David's playlist on my channel under the playlist tab. since yesterday. I have let that play all day. All like 80 something videos or 100 something, whatever videos, I've just let that playlist of David play. So I have thought about him nonstop. Memories come flooding in, and our lives from that whole time period, nearly 2 years ago, consistently playing for the last over 24 hours. So do what you need to do to recover with whatever issues or deaths you need to deal with, how you need to, and don't let anyone else tell you different. God bless you, and thanks for being out here. I really appreciate you. We'll see you on the next live. And I couldn't be here without you, and I hope you know that. Doug, thank you for my gifts, and we'll see you soon. Have a good night. Oh, Janet says, I was having a Miss Daryl day today. I feel you. God bless you, Janet. I'm here for you too. So I'm glad you shared me. Thank you for letting me into some of the intimate times of your life as well. Thanks for being a great fan. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Good night.